Shenanigans music plays.
おじさんおじさんあれ見てさくらだよ
はるかの知り合いか
違うよ福永さくら女優さんだよ有名な
Kiryu doesn't watch TV.
来期のドラマの件よろしくね
ああわかった投資に任せてくれって
Giving hand jobs to the movie roles. I appreciate the hustle.
綺麗な人だったね
Hi. Hi. I feel like there's been several times in these games where Haruka's just been like, wow, girls are pretty. Hey, miss, you there, little angel. You're the goose's golden egg, a diamond in the rough. I do not like where this is going at all. I can tell a girl like you comes around maybe once a decade. No way, more like once a century. You're a star in the making. Mister, who are you and what are you trying to get from me? Haruka, not fucking around. Immediately just, who the fuck are you and what the fuck do you want? Just incredibly not fucking around instantly. Haruka's so cool. I wish she wasn't so traumatized by the shit childhood that she's had that made her so mature for her age, but I appreciate how raw she is. Haven't you ever dreamed of being a star angel? Becoming a real celeb? Of course you have, everybody does. Haruka, what's going on? You this angel's daddy? Ain't nobody suspicious. So allow me to introduce myself here. I'm the president of Sotenbori Productions, friends. And that is, we're a talent agency. And sir, I say your girl here's got the wings of an angel, and with our help, she could learn to soar. What do you think? I can practically guarantee she'd be one of the hottest acts in Japan. A little girl like Haruka? Kiryu's gonna murder someone today, isn't he? Kiryu's gonna take his first life today, isn't he? Let's just keep walking, Uncle Kaz. A quick chat won't hurt, pal. If you're in a rush, I'd be happy to reschedule. Here, let's do this. You guys selling your pups? Kiryu, listen to your daughter. Adoptive daughter, whatever. Thanks, let's see here. I just gave you my direct number. It looks like you want to call. When you want to see your girl shine, you just give me a call. I'll wait. You sure, Haruka? Yeah, I know about that. You walking in there already? Alright. Play golf? I spent like an hour playing golf like a few sessions ago. It was intense. Hi, why would you like to talk? You're from Tokyo too? I'm here on business. It's a free time tonight, so I figured I'd see how the nightlife compares. Town's got so much energy, it's impressive. Really, everywhere you go is jam-packed. And the girls aren't shy at all. Almost forward even. One of them called me a company dog and she made a call out of my necktie. That's so awesome. I like this girl. So nice and comfy here, that's all I'm saying. That's so real. Next time I come, it'll be for pleasure. And that is what I've heard about Sotenbori. Well, Dotonbori and Osaka in general, is that it's the laid-back place. I mean, I've even said the Osakan accent. The accent that it is the most comparable to. I see people try and say, like, American Southern accent or Texan accent, and it's not that. It's Australian. It's Australian. The Osakan accent, in terms of English-speaking accents that it's comparable to, is abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. If next I call it a business, what's pleasure? I don't paperwork. Dude, into some weird shit, you know. Oh yeah, baby, fill out that 401k.
しばらく寝てろ。
But see, if the Osaka accent, based on what we can hear and the way it's translated into subtitles, it's absolutely Australian. Shortening a word, slang, the energy that it has in terms of just like the laid-backness of it. Like, Australia as a culture is not fucking laid-back at all. Like, our accent betrays what the country is actually fucking like in an incredibly intense way. We're a country of uber cops. and very, very much care about what other people are doing. But our accent actually betrays a laid-back, light-hearted country, which we're not in any capacity. But that's what our accent sounds like, and it's absolutely what the Exargan accent sounds like. Electric pot. It looks so dirty. Ew. Probably because it was left in a locker. Unwrapped. Sorry, Haruka. If you listen to the way that I talk, and the shortening of the words and everything like that, and the, I feel like my voice sounds pretty laid back in general when I'm talking. Like, it's a very unserious accent of just no proper formal sentence structure or anything like that. The constant fucking swearing and everything like that. It definitely, because it doesn't feel southern. The southern's a drawl, like in a lot of words and everything like that, and slower. And a Zagan accent is not that at all. Not that at all. Like, the Kansai is just not even close to a Texan accent. And I see that being said a lot, I'm just like, it's not though. Like, it's not. You listen to it. I mean, I know Majima's an exception, but Majima's accent is on point in terms of just, like, the energy it carries. You listen to, like, Sayama. You listen to Sayama in the way that she talks, and even though she's a very serious person, the accent does have an energy of, like, relaxedness to it. And I do not take it for a Texan accent in any capacity. This is Sotenbori Productions. The president to be oh, this motherfucker. Talent agency. Yeah, I'm calling about your little girl. Don't phrase it that way. How'd you get my number? I memorized it when I put my number in your phone, pal. Awesome. Cool. I hate this dude already. Close the game down, sir, and I couldn't let that little girl slip through the cracks. I can't get the little angel out of my head. I'm... Murder. 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 We're doing a murder today. I'm not reading these words. I'm just gonna rephrase it. We're doing a fucking murder. Can I murder you? Swing by the office? I'll wait however long it takes. I'll think about it. I'll let him murder you, though. Mainly for the murder. I like how it told me to go up here just so I'd trigger the phone call. I'm going up here to fight a street boss, though. There's a street boss here, and Haruka finds it sick fucking hype when I, like, punch up dudes wearing white construction hats. That sentence did not go where I expected. But then I saw this dude and I couldn't really help it. Hi, how are you? I'm Fist Sakai. Hey, bro, you new badass in the book everyone's talking about? Don't get me wrong, dude. I am mad or anything. The whole thing is, I just kicked too much ass, you know? Like, no one can even lay a finger on me. I'm bored as shit, bro. Well, it was until you came around. So you want me to fight you? Damn straight, son. Seem to get me, bro. Let's do this. This is what I mean. I could totally go for the lad. I should totally switch my whole thing to lad culture. Not that this is actually like full-on lad culture, but it's like a little glimpse. I crush it. I should totally just lean into lad for like my bit as a YouTuber and as a Twitch streamer and a Twitter user. I'm bigger on YouTube and Twitch than I am on Twitter. No one follows my fucking Twitter account. Like, oh, the people who watch my videos, which I find fucking funny. Like, I have somehow found the fan base that doesn't use Twitter, which is fine. You probably shouldn't use Twitter, but you know, I just find it funny that I found a fan base that doesn't use Twitter. There's more people who have joined my Discord than have followed me on Twitter from like people on the YouTube channel, and I find that so fucking funny. But dude, you're like in SmackDown, man. Didn't think that actually someone out there could beat me. Looks like I'll be starting up a morning regimen or some shit. I may have lost to an old farm. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. Here, why don't you hang on to this? I already have one of these. Well, it's a different element, but still. There's too many weapons in this game. There is actually too many weapons in this game. There is actually too many. Where's the good eat? I think it was this place. This was the good place. This is the good eat. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't even know if this is the good eat or not. It's filling eating. It is filling, and that's what I'm aiming for right now. There we go. Do I remember where the place was that gave me green? It's the things that I'm black on. But at this point, I don't think it matters in any capacity. I'm in the thousands on everything. Unless I wanted to actually break the game over, limit break the stats, and just dump everything into everything. But I don't think I'll do that. I might unlock the limit breaks to be able to get the special abilities I get for the limit breaks. I might do that. Maybe. Not decided yet. Well, actually, no, I'm deciding on that part, obviously. Obviously, if I want to get the things I need to limit break for, I need to limit break them. But I'm probably not going to push it past that. That's what the words I meant to say. I just said the wrong thing. Yo, guitar, let's go. Fuck, turn a hot spicy meat with a bowl of ice cream on top. Hell yeah. Oh, you know, I'm just now thinking about it. About how goddamn fucking long it has been since I've had some ice cream. Holy shit. Pretty sure the last time I had ice cream is when I found at a supermarket a tub of Oreo cookies and cream ice cream. Cookies and cream is my favorite flavor of ice cream because I'm correct. And then there was an Oreo specific one, and I'm just like, it was on special, and then I bought that and I ate the entire tub within 2 days. And I think that's the last time that I've eaten ice cream. I should go and check if they have that again. It was up there amongst the best cookies and cream ice creams that I've had too, which is amazing considering it was like a store-bought like one as opposed to like it was just a supermarket one as opposed to like an actual ice creamery place that did it. It was pretty up there. I mean, it's Oreo. It was Oreo branded. It's gonna be good because Oreos taste good, and you know they totally support trans people by identifying that we exist, and literally nothing else in that sentence. It's fucking fantastic. Thanks for the support. You're so fucking helpful. But the ice cream was lit though. But the ice cream was good. Come on, babe, give it a damn rest. Said it before and I'll say it again. You agents are all crooks. Did everything y'all said and you still got no debut? Ah, fucking no. She's got her Twitter account going for weeks with a PNG and she refuses to stream with it. Fuck, she's never getting her debut now. You know, there's that bad part ain't gonna sell itself. It's all work and perseverance, guys, with everything handed to you, right? I need to take this. Give it back. Give me back my money. Do you think it's possibly a scam, Kiryu? Kazuma Kiryu, do you possibly think this is a scam? Wait here a sec, Arika. Okay. She doesn't want to see the you don't want her to see the murder we're about to commit? Okay. Do what you want, Kiryu. I've been waiting. Please, please, have a seat. I'm only here to let you say what you wanted to say. Don't make any assumptions. God. I'm just thinking back to how many fucking sub-stories in Zero, like, took place in offices like this, and we've done very few in this game. But a lot of, like, empty building space with a single table sub-stories in this. But I feel like 2 people sitting down across from each other in a couch was, like, 5 or 6 of them in Zero. And this is, I think, the first one in this one. See, how it works is we'll take the young lady into our care and put her into training. Acting lessons, voice training, dance lessons. She'd learn all the tools to make her idol debut. Oh, that's the plan? Okay. We also negotiate a killer contract on her behalf. And of course, we wouldn't neglect her studies. Our girls go to only the top-notch schools in the area. It feels like you take control of her entire life and I don't see her except for handing over money to you. Sounds awfully generous. Of course it is. We invest in our future for our modest cut down the road. And that little lady's gonna become a star. I can feel it in my bones. If I'm being honest, we'll make back what we put into her tenfold. I'd have no regrets about spoiling her rotten now. 26 haven't steered me wrong yet. Still can't imagine Haruka in show business. I want her to live a good, honest life. I understand that, pal. I guess he doesn't consider show business. He doesn't consider showbiz honest, but he's willing to, like, go to war for the clan that he deliberately left to raise her. Kiryu, I feel like you're a hypocrite. Any father would worry for his little girl. He tells her into showbiz all his big-headed Yakuza types. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I really do understand. Yakuza types, huh? Haruka's been kidnapped 4 times. We're up to 4? Fuck. Fuck, I lost track. It's 4? I mean, yeah, I guess it would be. Mashima. I forget. I feel bad that I constantly forget the Chinese dude's name. Especially considering his name came up in this game several times in a sub-story. Fucking Sengoku in this game, and I believe there was once extra later on in Zero? Was she kidnapped at Stardust, or did people just assault Stardust while we were there? Someone remind me, what was the other time that she was kidnapped? I don't remember. Even when we ran up, oh, they might show it. Yeah, no, this was Stardust. This was Stardust. I'm not protecting her. I'm the very reason she's in danger. It's my fault she gets wrapped up into these things. Well, he doesn't want Haruka to get involved with all this stuff, especially with what happened to Yumi. I understand that. But she already got involved in this, and I don't understand why Showbiz, like, is the same as, don't worry, as your father, I'm going to Yakuza war now. You'll be fine, though. It's only people who target things personally and have a history of kidnapping and whatnot. I don't know why Showbiz was, like, so much worse or the same as Yakuza wars. That's more so my point. That's more so my point. Also, the first 3 weren't your fault, Kiryu. People wanted her for other stuff. That was the nature of her existence in Kiwami 1. People were assholes to her because she existed. The Sengoku one in this game, he did it to get at you, yes. That you can't blame the first 3 on you, though, Kiryu. Come on, you're being a bit harsh on yourself. I think he's calling Showbiz dishonest. That's how I interpreted it. But I also read very quickly, and I'm also talking at the same time, and I probably got distracted. What do you say? Can you trust me to care for your little girl? I didn't think there'd be an actual choice in this story thing. I hate both of these answers. I don't think she doesn't want, no, that's the important thing. She doesn't want to do this. She wanted to, she's angry at Kiryu for doing this. Fuck off. Need some time to think about it. I understand hesitation, I surely do. But time ain't on your side here. Before long, she'll be a real beauty growing up in a blink of an eye. Other agencies are gonna swoop in like vultures, and I can tell you they ain't all honest. And that ain't all, pal. Say you think it over and say, nah, Showbiz ain't for my little girl. Well, this one's gonna have troubles. You'll need a 9-9 to sort all the boys off your porch. Okay, the showbiz industry is dishonest in this, it turns out. You look like a strong fella, but even you don't got eyes in the back of your head. I don't need it. I can take a glass bottle without an issue. But if she got into the structured world of showbiz in the proper school, and that goes with it. And she's good all but guarantee she'd stay safe and focus on what matters. The dude just threatened me. I'm not doing this. He just said, if you say no, I'm going to try and kill you. Go fuck yourself. I'm Kazuma goddamn motherfucking Kiryu. I can take whatever shit you throw at me. Also, I'm gonna ask her about it, obviously. I never do this about getting her feeling on the idea first. Oh, what a fine man, a great father. There's even many parents these days who really want for their kids. But are you sure? As a parent, her guardian, and also your job to give her the best possible future, it's to give her the future that she wants. Kids haven't quite got the experience to make those kind of calls, you know. I'm not just gonna force my child to do something that they don't want to do. That's called being a fucked up psychopath. If I had to guess by looking at you, you're a man who's tasted both the bitter and the sweet life that has to offer. Sweet that life has to offer. Whatever words up. Why not with that experience a good use for your future for your girl right now? You might be right. I did not say this. With Marjorie and Kiryu, we should basically have eyes in the back of his head. You do got a point there. You do got a point. Kiryu just went against everything that I said. I'd like to point out for the record that I'm mad at Kiryu right now and he's bullshit. Yeah, no, it is. Now let me just draft up some paperwork. This is gonna be tough. Ah!
Nani?
Haruka! She being kidnapped again outside. I swear to God, I just rescued her from being kidnapping. I just rescued her from being kidnapping. And by that I mean like 20 episodes ago. But it was the last story thing, come on. Like literally the last story thing was Sengoku. Which shows you how long that we've been doing this side shit for. 5 times!
Oi.
Who the fuck are you? Fools from a rival agency. Real pieces of work, these guys. Maybe you shouldn't have left her outside on her own in the streets of Sotenbori, Kiryu. They got Omi back, and so they think they run the biz here. Come on, guys. Don't let this chump suck you into a bum deal. Our agency will take way better care of you. Haruka, Uncle Kaz, help. Hang on, Haruka. These punks need some lessons in how to do business. The fuck? You talk pretty tough, Gramps. Dude's not even 40. Dude is not even 40. Why is everyone calling Gramps in this game? Lol, owned. Not even 40. Ain't even got legs. So yeah, I gotta reference Plague of Grapes whenever I can. That fucking video is legendary. So if I really wanted to reference Plague of Grapes though, I'd talk about how I want Kiryu to screw me onto his big dick and wear me as a cocktail. But you know. Actually, I can say that right now and I can't even tell you what video to go and watch. YouTube pulled that video. So I could just sound like that I'm just talking absolute nonsense and people are just like, Jesus Christ, you're being a bit horny in these videos compared to what you used to be. What the fuck? And while it can be entirely true, it is also a reference. A very funny reference, too. You gotta appreciate if you can get a voice acting role where that's your entire line that you gotta say. I don't know, actually there's like 3 other things that I think. But just like, alright, and you'd like to apply for this voice acting role? Okay, can you give us a list of any of your previous thing that you've done? Oh, well, the best line that I've ever done is, Master, screw me onto your big dick and use me as a cock sleeve. And then they're just like, interesting, we'll get back to you. I forgot about the triple charge. Thank you, Deku. I forgot. I can murder people really hard now with the triple charge. I forgot. Incredible. Now we're about to move the contract signing, as I recall. Let's go back inside. You too, Angel. Yeah. What contract, Uncle Kaz?
Yeah.
You should have. Oh, sorry about it, like you said anyway. This is the next step forward toward your future, Angel. You're gonna be an idol. You're gonna shine so bright, your daddy here's gonna need shades. You'll be at the top ranked school living like a princess. Why is she not saying, no, I don't want this at any point? Thank you, Haruka.
お父さんは君の人生のためを考えて。
私は今のままで十分幸せなの。
はるか、聞いてくれ。
いや、
Kiryu, fuck you!
私を捨てるの？私、もう一人になりたくない。
そうじゃない。俺といると、またお前に怖い思いをさせる。
怖くなんかない。いつもおじさんが守ってくれたから。どうしても私を置いていくって言うなら、一人でも会いに行くよ。カムロ町までおじさんに会いに。
はるか。
さあ帰るよ。
ちょっと待ってーな。ここまで
Kiryu's been like a very terrible dad to Haruka so much across these 2 games.
わしの金の卵が、わしのダイヤの原石が。
ごめんね社長さん。
その笑顔。何でも許したくなるその笑顔が君の武器やで。
バイバイ。
アホかいな。わしがたぶらかされてどないすんにゃ。わしゃまだまだ諦めまへんで。
Haruka's awesome. Haruka's awesome. No, like seriously, like he slapped her in the face for being upset that her mum died before, and then in this game he's just like, I'm gonna sell you off to a talent agency. Bye, kid. Yeah, she just drags. Oh, it's so good. So good. Haruka is better than Kiryu. When the fuck does she get her own game? Fucking gotta go through fucking like 7 games of fucking Kiryu, and Haruka's the best character. Oh. The one who always practiced down by the river? Yeah, did you know she works at that bar? I think it's called Studio. I know that bar. Does she seem like folks to go drinking in there? We should drop in sometime.
行こう。
So we're just gonna go to a singer then? Alright. I guess we're going to a singer then? Running, I'm abandoning you. I'm a terrible father, Haruka. I'm leaving and I'm never coming back. Oh god, I gotta fight these dudes. Brought up to me. God damn it. Alright. This dude's not ready for this. Ready? There we go. There we go. Murder! 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 Hell yeah. If I had charged triple kicks, that'd be the most overpowered shit. I'm standing next to Sunshine. I stopped this spot from existing. What the fuck? There's still people inside. Close down, you bastards. I defeated you so much in battle. Why are you still here? Can I throw a Molotov cocktail through this building? I destroyed you. I destroyed you. Stop existing. What the fuck? Some bullshit. Some fucking bullshit. Seeing people with face masks. Prescient game, and by that I mean it takes place in Japan, where people are more considerate about how their actions affect others. So they've been doing that shit for years, and I bet we still won't even do it here once it's done, which I can already guarantee that because I'm in a place where cases have actually dropped down, so there's basically none, and there hasn't been any for a number of weeks, and people, pretty much everyone has already stopped wearing them. And I bet some of those motherfuckers have got a cold and they don't give a shit. If you're wondering whether it's going to change Western culture, so we're doing it all the time now when we feel under the weather, I'm going to tell you right now, as someone who lives in a country where most people act like we've already passed it, to the point where they confirm that PAX is happening later this year in Australia, which I still feel like is probably too early. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Everything goes right back to normal. You cannot underestimate the ability of Western culture to return to just how things normally are, regardless of how fucked up they are, with zero hesitation or self-reflection. You can never under... Alright, Haruka, let's go drinking. You don't request, girlie? That's how this goes? Sir, is this so sudden, mate? Shaman sorry. No, I'm not a good singer. I don't care if you're tone deaf. How hard is it to get some damn singing in? I don't want to disturb anyone else here. I'm sorry. Very good belly change in the first place. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Yeah. I genuinely feel sorry for people living in America. Yeah, unless you're a cunt. Then I wish you weren't a cunt. And then I feel sorry that you live in America.
Oi.
With Pestrona, you expect her to sing when she's this uncomfortable? Beh, it's all about your buzzkills. I'm done here and I ain't ever come back. Unless I didn't have to punch this dude to make him stop being a dick. That's a nice change of pace for this game. That was so embarrassing. Yeah. Wasn't your fault. Don't worry about it. Just try to calm her down. Is she... Did she just leave? Why are we focusing so... Why did we just come to where a single... What are we doing? Is this part of the story? What are we doing? We literally just heard some people in the street saying, oh, there's a singer at a bar. Oh, we should go see a singer. Like, is this just Kiryu taking Haruka around town? Because Kiryu's idea of taking Haruka around town was to take her to a bar where there's a singer. I'm so confused what's happening right now. Like, Kiryu getting involved in these situations, like, yeah, but it's just like, to show Haruka around town, go to a bar for a singer? I don't understand the logic. Hi, girl, I followed you. It's definitely not creepy. Don't worry about it. You enjoy singing, I take it? Oh, you're the man at the bar. You've got a great voice. You have more confidence. I just don't. Masaka Bakana. I do love to sing. I want to do it professionally for a while. I even took a bunch of voice lessons. I was almost sure I was on the cusp of my big debut. Oh, it's more debut shit, that's why. It's a pretty weird plot point, mostly de-escalation. Getting a lot of mention about debuts and stuff. I'm very confused what's happening. There's been some really fucking weird moments in this game story-wise. Considering, like, how much this story is about Tojo and Omi going to war, and finally seeing Omi deal with the internal nonsense bullshit of power dick grabbing, that the Tojo have done for the last 2 games where it destroys that clan. And how that's ostensibly what the story's about. And, like, Ryuji casting a vendetta on Kiryu. It's amazing how much of the story has just been, like, go find the florist's son. Or was that Kiwami 1? That might have been Kiwami 1. Or, like, here's the singer that you're talking to. Or, here are the several moments talking about a massacre that happened, like, 30 years ago. As opposed to, you know, the things that... This... I feel like that's a big part of the reason why I'm, like, not invested in the main story in this game kind of at all. Other than, like, Ryuji seems like a cool rival. Because he's doing DMC 5 Virgil. Which is a good twist on Nishiki being DMC 3 Virgil. Like, that's... Like, I like what Ryuji's building up to be so far. But in terms of just, like, the plot is, like, find Daigo, find the chairman... and stop the war between Omi and Tojo and see Omi destroy itself from the inside. A lot of this story has been focusing on the minutia of a murder that happened against a clan that isn't one of the 2 big clans going to war, like almost 30 years ago. And that's been like the primary focus of the story, is just uncovering more details about what happens there. As opposed to the stuff that's happening right now. Like, finding out what happened in the past and how that relates to stuff now, that's a Yakuza staple at this point. It just feels even more detached than ever before. Because it's just like... It's because the clan... Like, it's because the Jingweon do a little bit of work for Ryuji. And nothing else. Like, there's no, like, more direct ties in that. It's just... Okay. Find the Sun was K1. K2 has fixed his infidelity. They really have a lot of random filler. That is why I'm getting them confused. Yeah. Like, I feel like Yakuza 0 did not have a ton of filler story-wise. It had some drawn-out moments story-wise, where, like, you would deal with characters for a long time doing something that wasn't, like, strictly main story thing. But I feel like everything we were doing in 0, at least from memory, I may have forgotten the other parts because they were boring and I forgot them over time because it's been a couple years. But I feel like at least most of the stuff we were doing story-wise in 0 was related to the main characters and the fact that they have a main plot to advance towards. Like, there's a whole side thing of Kiryu becoming a real estate agent. And that's part of the main story. But you're doing that to go work for Tachibana, who's like your one ally against the hell that's coming down on you from Tojo. I know that I'm doing a lot of side stuff here. So, like, between those story moments, I'm also doing a lot of side stuff. But I feel like a lot of the side stuff in this game has also been during the story. Like, finding this girl, or talking to the florist kid. Or, like, the introduction to Majima construction. Or talking to tattoo artists. Which is directly related to Ryuji's back tattoo and everything like that. But, like, it just tells you that he has a dragon back tattoo. A thing we already... based on deduction, and then it just has a little bit of Kiryu saying, like, the details of, like, what his tattoo means to him, but the actual part of that story is about letting this girl become the next, like, tattoo artist in this line. It has nothing to do with the actual Ryuji thing. It just happens that tattoo lines up. I think the Iwano stuff is a bit of filler overall, but not as much competitively. The character switching helps. Yeah, the character switching helps a lot. Well, it's like, Iwano might feel like side stuff, just dealing a little bit with Iwano, but the thing is, Iwano's one of the main 3 villains working for the major villain in that game at the very least. So when you're trying to tackle Iwano, at least it does feel like it's related to the main story. What does this female staff member have to do with the main story? It's not that it's a bad thing that there's parts of the story that aren't super important, like... This stuff can feel like sub-story stuff. And the fact that the game shifts massive tones between main story stuff and side stuff, and it's wildly different in tone and goes in all different places and everything like that, it's part of the magic of Yakuza, and why it is so good. I just feel the problem in this game is that so much of the story is this side stuff, and we've had very little actual dealing with the main conflict of the story in this game. Like, we tackled Sengoku, and we went to a funeral. Yeah. And that's been the main story so far. That's kind of it. There's nothing else there that, like, there's no other story moments that have to do with the fact that you're fighting Omi. Other than, like, there was the dude in the Millennium Tower's basement who worked for Ryuji. Maybe Little Asia and that assassin guy, they were important, but not sure they had to be the way they did. Oh, yeah, no, that is fair. And the assassin dude was, like, literally Mashima's final boss. But, yeah, his involvement in Little Asia and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, Little Asia didn't really have that much to do with the Millennium Tower. I guess the most that Little Asia has to do with the empty lot is the fact that Little Asia fucking disappears because of the Millennium Tower. We don't know that then. The story, Omi are doing shit, I just know it. I think, like, I was excited to see this game, to see the Omi, like, have the rival shit against themselves the way that we did before, like, the way that we've seen Tojo do it twice, and we've not seen it. Like, there's hints of it, and then like, we saw Sengoku get stabbed by Ryuji, which is cool, but still. Your agency was conning you. All of a sudden, I was knee-deep in debt, and it took a toll on my family. This is an entire side bit talking about, like, this is part of the main story, where the current plot point is various bullshits of the idol industry. That could be a sub-story, but why is it main story? Like, I feel like we've had a lot of chapters where the Omi have not been involved in it at all. Or, like, none of the three major characters that we're fighting, or any of the major allies that are with us, have been involved in what we're doing in these things. I feel like my actual biggest issue with this story is how much of the focus has been on the Jingweon dying 30 years ago. I think that's my actual biggest complaint about this story, because it feels like we're spending a lot of focusing on this one, like, kill fest that happened that has so little bearing on the current events, other than, oh, they also are working with Ryuji. Why can't it just be Ryuji doing those things and, like, trying to fuck us over as opposed to trying to find out that stuff? Like, why did they impersonate Kazuki and stuff like that? And I guess Nishiki's, like, descendant, I guess, like, fighting against us, but, like, we already did Nishikiyama family storyline of them trying to kill Kiryu to take power and take over the Tojo clan. It was called the entirety of Kiwami 1. There's gonna be a sub-story, but there's plot characters, so we can't make it one, then we have to put it into the main game. I don't get it! What's with Haruka? It's Haruka and Kiryu. We literally had multiple sub-stories that were Haruka and Kiryu. None of the others have shown up yet. I was down the street, and we also had sub-stories with fucking Date. We had multiple sub-stories with Date across these games, so what the fuck? I was out in the streets when the owner of that bar took me in. It's really terrible, and I'm sorry. But you still want to sing, don't you? All the bad luck in the world shouldn't make your dreams less worth pursuing. That's beautiful, but idealistic too. How can I tell that to this barkeeper? It's the only reason I'm even alive. I'm sorry. I ought to be going. Bye. Go back to Sigil. Alright, okay. Okay. Kiryu, I know you have a heart of gold, but, like, you found out this girl existed because you heard two people talk about it because you were eavesdropping. I thought you were meant to be showing Haruka around the city. Like, I just don't get what this has to do with, like, oh. Like, it's not even like we found this person because we went somewhere and we happened to run into her. He overheard people in the streets talking about it and then went to do it. Again, as a sub-story, this is fine. If this was a sub-story, there's no issue with it. It totally makes sense for what a sub-story is in this game. It's just, the last story beat that we had was a giant golden tower emerging out of another tower until we had a fist fight with two live tigers. And it's not that, oh, this is less epic than that, so it's not important, but I don't see how what, oh, it's because this motherfucker's still showing up. Okay. Okay. Can I murder this dude yet? You still don't get it, mister? The persistence will exchange your mind that I am afraid to pull out all the stops. What if I break your fucking nose and shove it inside of your eyeball? And allow me to sweeten the pot a bit. I'll pay your sign-on bonus up front. 10 million
Yep.
yen. It's not about money. You're going to have to forget about her. I'll double it. 20 million. That's a sum you'd make anyone think twice. You know what? This is someone I'd like you to meet. Now that I think about it. Yeah? What's all this about, pal? Quiet and follow me, would you? You're walking away from the entrance to Stigil. You're literally walking away from the entrance. Like, they don't know where Dante will be plot-wise, so they just make his daughter stuff part of the main game instead of not being able to do it because plot. Sure. But you have some stories with Dante. You have some stories with Dante, so what's it about that? What about that? The angels are crying and the tears appears in my heart. My spine shivering. It's exactly what I've been searching for. You were literally saying we need to sign up Haruka before she starts going into puberty, otherwise she'll be too old and decrepit. But this woman that's in her early 20s because she works at a bar. That's fine. A million tell her I can feel it. And so you give her the same life you promised for Haruka? My man, I have heard the siren song and I am entranced. She ain't slipping away. I need paperwork right now. Just gonna call up my boys real quick. It's happening. Good for you. How about ask her first? You're now just forcing this on her. Ask her first. You're doing the same thing to her that you want to... Not a good excuse, but still. It's just we literally already have sub-stories that involve Dante. Again, like, I'm fine if the main story does some meandering. Tonal whiplash is this game's primary defining feature. And I'm fine if the main story does some of that too. It's more so, it feels like this entire game, we've had so little involvement with the main story. Even when we're doing the main story, that when the main story decides to do the meandering stuff, I'm just like, you're doing this meandering stuff instead of actually focusing on the actual plot. I think we've done very, very, very little of across the 13 chapters that we're in so far. Why? Don't go to... Oh, that's the big plot stuff. Oh, okay. Wait, how do I dump Haruka, though? I thought the point of me doing some story stuff was to dump Haruka, so I could see the girls with the titties do some music. So how do I dump Haruka? I thought I was meant to dump Haruka. Nah! Although it's the whole point of me doing this, I can dub Haruka for songs. You can do it, but it'll be a big story section. Oh, okay. Okay. If it's a big thing, I want it. If it's a big thing, then yeah, fair enough. I mean, I guess I can still do all of the other stuff, and then we'll advance the story when we finish off, like, the dates for the cabaret and the finishing off the Majima construction. And then it just at some point after that story happens, the one thing we'll have left to do is the karaoke for them, and also finding those full sub-stories, which I'm genuinely concerned at this point that I have not found the start of a storyline of 4 fucking sub-stories, but I don't know what I haven't been to, and I'm terrified it's gambling related. If it's gambling related, I kind of want to do it, but I can't think of anything else. Because if it was just walk into a person in the street and it starts there, it'd be marked on the map. It's shit that's not marked on the map, so it means I gotta do a thing to activate it. Like the golf one wasn't marked on the map. I did enough golf and then it appeared. So if it's I have to do enough gambling for it to appear, shoot me in the head. And that is not good. I'd die from that. I'd rather that not happen. But if it's between that and gambling, I do the gambling, but I wouldn't be happy about it. Wouldn't be happy about it. But the point is I'm ending the session here because I gotta do some grinding with the girls. That sounded exactly how I intended it to because Aika's one of them. Oh, but Aika's not. I don't even see Aika until I do her sub-stories. Everyone is sad. Everyone gets teary-eyed. Damn. But that is it for now, Haruka. I need you to stop pushing me into the door. I'll go in there next session. When we do the dates for the Cabaret Club girls, that's next. We do dates with them. Then we do the final homage of construction. Then we do the sub-stories for the girls. That might be in the... Depending on... The sub-stories, I imagine, aren't long. From memory, the sub-stories weren't super long. Although there is 6 of them. If there's 6 of them, it's an average of 20 minutes each. That would be a full 2-hour stream. If they're 20 minutes each, it would be a full stream. If it's not, it might be at the end of it. Actually, it could be at the end of the next session. I could do the dates with them and then just do all of the sub-stories for them. Because the last time I did the dates for them, it took a full session to do that. But that's because I was doing Cabaret storylines at the same time. Might make more sense to do the dates for the Cabaret Club girls and then just do the sub-stories for them on the next, all in the next stream. And I'll just make it a long stream if it needs to be. I'll be doing it on the weekend, so I'll have time to do that. That's probably going to make the most sense. That'll make the most sense. And then at some point after we continue story, we can see them do the Cabaret and stuff. We're getting through this game. We're getting through it. So, until next time, where we do the stuff that I literally just mentioned, until then, this is version 2, signing out.